Columbina's trailer from Genshin Impact just dropped. I'm gonna break down the cinematic language and check it out. It's To Where She Flies. Check out my full Genshin Impact playlist. All right, let's do it. I love the teaser. Let's see if it's related to that and follows after. Oh, I like that. Beautiful music. It's really capturing her sort of delicate nature. Oh, look at that hand-drawn animation. She's in this strange place. Really nice music. Wow. Yeah, fantastic imagery so far. The whiteness of the moon. Oh, that's awesome. There's an elegance to it. Wow, the bird imagery. That's so cool. It's mimicking the shot when she was in that corridor with her friends who she couldn't contact anymore. She was, in the teaser trailer when they're like made of sand and everything. What I love here is they're doing the same thing as the teaser. They're showcasing her other senses. She's kind of like feeling the world through her other senses as opposed to her eyes, which are closed. And it's really, really cool to see what's happening throughout. And the color use has been fantastic so far. And the imagery of the birds, I think they're going to represent freedom. That's my prediction so far, in how they're kind of carrying her, but she's tethered to them and kind of trapped on the moon. I think it's representative of that. So let's continue. Yeah, really awesome. This is the first kind of color we're getting besides that white of the moon, the blue. I love how it's like a choreographed dance too. Like this idea of her trying to escape the loneliness. And there it is, the feather of the bird, right? Oh. I love that. Music's almost reaching out. Really nice water effect. Wait, is that? Ooh. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. The vocals come in very powerfully. Oh, this is so cool. Just chasing that feather, that freedom, I'm telling you. Is that meant to be the main character? Wow. If you notice, the male vocals cut off right when the choreography showed that. She was free of them. So cool, man. And she has the wings of the bird, of course. It's that imagery, that freedom. And now she's kind of freely dancing. Yeah, the choreography and the music are just the standout right now. It's fantastic. And the vocals, clearly representative of her voice right now. Yeah, like I said, right, that tether has been cut. Oh man, fantastic song. She's mimicking the bird. Oh, she's still tethered. Wow, is that it? Oh, it's not over. Let's let it go. She's like lost in a dream almost. So she's inside a hourglass. Oh, and maybe she was able to free herself. Really, really cool. Oh, still not over. Wow. This is going to be the character title. Yeah, I love the imagery of the wings. Really representative of her sort of individual struggle in this way. That was really cool. They didn't even have her name pop up on the screen unless I missed it. Really, really awesome. So I'm going to talk about my favorite shots. As always, going to choose my favorite shot. You should do the same. Make sure to sub if you're new. You want to see more cinematic breakdowns. I have a full Genshin playlist if you want to check it out. This is excellent. I really like how there's not dialogue, kind of telling you what's going on. It's very symbolic and there's so much to unpack. We talked about the imagery of the birds' wings and everything. There's a lot of good shots in this. It's going to be hard to choose just one, but it's probably going to be one of the dancing ones. Let's take a look quick. So I mentioned the hourglass right there, and like it's so cool that she's kind of outside time in this way. She's outside of the connections from her life, her friendships, her loved ones, as we saw in the teaser. And that kind of sand imagery, of course, is evocative of time and an hourglass, right? But it also looks like the stars, like she's kind of out in the moon in this kind of like suspended space. And I love how it just falls down and then forms the night sky as if it's individual stars, and you see the birds reach out. And then, of course, like the view is a very brief shot. It's like only a few frames. The view from perhaps Earth, if you will. I don't know what I just did. The view from Earth and seeing, you know, the perspective of the moon reaching out is really, really cool. This next shot is awesome. And this is, of course, what we see at the end. She's kind of like enveloped in this thing. And this could be very well, lore masters help me out if this is the case, physically where she is, and everything else is just kind of a projection of the sensations that she's experiencing or the sort of emotions that she's experiencing. And this whole thing is just like inside her brain. Like this happens in that kind of space that we saw in the teaser very well. Could be the case. And it's a very peaceful character, which is cool. Because even the struggle, like I love this shot. This might be my favorite shot. I mean, the music was also a standout. Listen to this. So cool. And you see there's a singular bird right there that she was holding, which is kind of glowing amidst the other ones, which are normal, almost as if it's reflecting the moon's light. And it's a beautiful composition. I mean, look at the frame over here. You have some really cool elements in the background, like these vertical sort of shapes, geometric shapes. You have the stars, you have the moon, and of course it's just leading awesome leading lines right here to the character, and that contrast of her skin tone against a completely blue frame, besides the fact really makes her stand out as the subject. So it's fantastic. And of course just the contrast as the birds cross over the moon. You have this awesome contrast where they kind of go from light to dark in a way, and it's gorgeous. But it also represents that freedom and lack of for her. Yeah. And then this is probably one of the coolest parts, because right when the music hits, you start to get a sense, oh, okay, this is going to be choreographed. This is going to be something really special. They're reaching out to her in supplication. Like, and that right there, I mean, come on, that's got to be one of the best shots. The fact that it is lit like we're watching a dance, like we're watching a stage play, and the spotlight is down on her, which of course makes her, you know, the sort of star of the show, the protagonist in this case, but also everyone's reaching out to her and they can't grasp her. Like, there's just so much great imagery, which could mean her friends, you know. And this, I don't know, like this kind of red shape right here, what this is, what it means, probably something to do with what happened to her in the game, which I haven't seen, so fill me in. But yeah, something that she's trapped, I'm assuming, could be the mechanical device. But I love that these people are essentially like trying to stop her, like they're barring her from reaching the feather, which I think represents her freedom. But there's no fighting, there's no like attacking and everything. It keeps with this kind of, there's a flow to it, which is really cool, because you look at the way she moves, the sort of choreography of her entire animation is just flowing and kind of going in and out between the people. What I also like is there's no lyrics to the song as far as I picked up, which is really, really cool. There's no dialogue, there's no lyrics. It lets the music completely speak. It's one of the reasons I love listening to instrumental music. The music has to speak with just the power of sound, with the power of notes and composition. In a lot of other videos, there's lyrics that are like in Genshin and a lot of these games, they're like very on the nose. Or it'll be like, we're going to rise up into the stars. We're going to do this. We're going to win. It tells you, which is very cool. It can be very beautiful and very emotional as well. But I love that this is like, no, you're just going to live in the choreography and the music and let it do the storytelling. I don't know who that is, the little girl, but that shot, man, with the piano really stood out to me. Like, it's almost like it's reaching out. A little bit of hesitation. It's fantastic. And to see this person now has the spotlight and is playing. Yeah, excellent. I mean, come on. It's also choreographed really well. This very well could be motion captured too. I don't know if they do that. I have no idea what the workflow is for Genshin. It probably is, because it's very excellently done. Probably a mix, but I love this, yeah, where the male vocals come in. It's really, really powerful, sort of threatening with the red, like we talked about this. Oh, I guess there's a little bit of almost fight choreography in this, but I love how she doesn't engage with it. She just kind of dances back. This is just excellent. Yeah, the music speaks for itself. This is also one of the strongest shots. This is clearly representative of Ether, right? Comes over, grabs her. These people aren't able to kind of grasp her anymore. And then the fact that her eyes actually open right there, I thought was really cool. And there's the music here from this section, then the respite here. Great cutaways to the piano. And then the wings come out, and come on. There's a lot of I mean, that had to be a couple frames. Look at this shot. It's fantastic. Just a couple frames. So yeah, really, really brief, but well done. That's excellent. And again, the feather is kind of it's kind of like our narrative guide throughout the whole thing. Gives us something to follow. Her interacting with the main character, I assume. I mean, come on. Just the freedom that she moves now with the wings is so cool. And I think it really is going to be sort of a, I think this entire sequence is going to be representative of what happens in the plot with her and the main character and everybody in Genshin. I mean, listen to that, just explosion of vocals. Awesome. Yeah, really well done. And there's that respite again. The bird kind of phasing in and out right there, like digital. Again, playing out on that idea that this shot right here, like I said, we're gonna do the sand again. She is, in fact, like kept in this place. This is her physical shape at the moment, as far as we know. Like this kind of trapped in space, but all this is happening, this internal struggle, which I'm really curious how she's going to be a playable character if she's stuck in this place, or if this sort of severing of the bonds right here represents her being free. But yeah, you guys let me know some of the deep lore details there, but I really enjoyed this, like the sort of power of the visuals and the music, and they give you nothing else. Very, very different than the stuff we get for most of these games. Again, like I said, it's usually pretty obvious what's going on. I like that this was just like, it's going to be not necessarily not obvious, but it's going to be told with the visuals, with the music, and there's no vocals in the music to tell you what's going on, which I thought was really, really cool choice. So anyway, awesome. Let me know if you're going to pull for this character. Make sure to sub if you want to see more cinematic breakdowns like this, and tell me your favorite shot. Yeah, if I had to choose, it's probably that early one. I really liked it. Yeah, this one was really strong. And I like how sometimes we pull back and we can just really take in the entire scene and the space that it gives to kind of settle in and understand the space that she's moving in was really cool. And this whole sequence was just excellent. I will let it play for one more time. It's just awesome. Right when she starts singing, right? It's awesome, yeah. And it looks motion captured, performance captured. Awesome. And those guys actually get destroyed and turn into birds. You see the piano hammers. Yeah, excellent. Awesome. Very, very cool. That's probably my favorite sequence, favorite shot from earlier. Awesome stuff, guys. Let me know what you enjoyed about it. And yeah, make sure to check out if you want to see my voice acting. Check out my Philip Hartshorn channel. If you want to see what I do with my wife, Aaliyah, and the fun we have, check out the Philip and Aaliyah channel here on YouTube. You guys are the best. Talk to you soon. Getting this out quick.